Tonight we report on a Moses Lake man who allegedly stole a pickup truck Sunday morning before attempting to flee from police, and when Quincy's new animal shelter is expected to open. What's happening in sports, Bob?
The Central Washington Wildcats pick up a road win on the Gridiron, and Eastern Washington holds off Southern Utah. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Cooler and wetter weather pattern across the area, but there is a brief break in the forecast. Details in just a few moments.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on I-Fiber One News.
From the I-Fiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is I-Fiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is I-Fiber One News, and it starts now.
A Moses Lake man allegedly fled from police in a stolen pickup truck early Sunday morning. The pickup was reported stolen from the 3100 block of Bell Road Northeast. An officer saw the pickup heading north on SR 17 in Moses Lake and attempted to stop the truck near the intersection of East Broadway Avenue and West 3rd Avenue. The driver of the pickup, Daniel Charpentier, a 28-year-old man, allegedly fled behind East Broadway Avenue businesses. Officers surrounded the area and reportedly found Charpentier inside a fenced property after he abandoned the pickup. He allegedly attempted to run again, but was caught. Charpentier was booked into Grant County Jail for burglary in the 2nd degree, theft of a motor vehicle, resisting arrest, and driving while license suspended in the 1st degree. The Moses Lake Business Association is accepting entries for the annual Egg Appreciation Parade. The 20th annual parade is set for December 5th. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
It could be Moses Lake's coldest holiday event, the annual Ag Appreciation Parade and Street Party. At the same time, it's one of Moses Lake's hottest events in popularity. This year's Street Party starts at 5 p.m. December 5th with the West 3rd Avenue Parade rolling at 7. Moses Lake Business Association representatives who bring the event to town are accepting parade entry and sponsorship applications through November 20th. Last year's Ag Parade drew a slew of tractors, trucks, and farm equipment all decked out in holiday lighting. One serious word of advice to newcomers: dress as warmly as you can. Last year's temperatures dipped down into the teens during the parade, aided by gusting winds. But warm-spirited people pass out brownies and cocoa, plus marshmallows for roasting in fire pits along the parade route. See the Moses Lake Business Association's website at mlbacares.org or call 509-764-1754. I'm Jeff Chu for I-Fiber One News.
A gang member is serving 9 months in prison after hitting a corrections officer during a fight in the Grant County Jail. A Grant County jury convicted Marcos Avalos Barrera, a 24-year-old Quincy man, of custodial assault and assault in the 4th degree. He faced between 9 months and a year in jail, according to state sentencing laws. Grant County Superior Court Judge John Nodell sentenced Avalos Barrera to 9 months in jail. Avalos Barrera hit the officer while the officer was trying to stop Avalos Barrera from attacking another inmate. 8 people were injured in a collision Sunday night after a driver reportedly turned left in front of a pickup truck on State Route 26. Miguel Castillo, a 23-year-old Othello man, was driving a 2008 Chevrolet Suburban East on SR 26 at about 9 p.m. He reportedly was turning left onto 1st Avenue South when his SUV was struck by an oncoming 2000 Ford F-150. Castillo was injured and taken to an undisclosed hospital. 7 Royal City residents in Chevrolet, including the driver, Gabriela Aguirre, a 28-year-old woman, were injured and taken to Othello Community Hospital. The State Patrol cited Castillo for failure to yield the right-of-way. The Moses Lake Band Boosters are holding a Shop Till You Drop Bazaar Extravaganza Saturday at the Moses Lake High School Commons from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The event features consultants for direct sales companies, local artisans, crafters, and published authors. There will also be children's activities, including face painting, and food will be available. Money raised at the fundraiser will support local band kids and help cover travel expenses. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Angus Lee, the Grant County prosecutor, and I've spent my entire adult life committed to public service. As a younger man, I fought for our country in the United States Marines, and I was awarded the Combat Action Ribbon and the Purple Heart. For nearly a decade now, I've been fighting criminals here in Grant County. My trial record speaks for itself. I have convictions in over 90% of my jury trials, and I've personally prosecuted the most serious cases, and I've won.
Angus Lee, the proven crime fighter.
I'm Angus Lee, and I approve this message.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Clary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Hello, everybody. Good to be with you. I'm Ceci Gutierrez with your local weather report from the One News Weather Center. And it is brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. Let's begin with a quick look at your headlines across the area. Cool midweek, warmer late week temperatures heading into around the 70-degree mark by late week. Active weather through the overnight hours into this Wednesday and possibly even into Thursday. Now, Thursday afternoon is when we could be seeing a brief break from this unsettled weather. Windy conditions for this Wednesday into Thursday. More showers by Friday, unfortunately, with another storm system approaching the immediate region. Here's a quick look at the temperatures during the past 24 hours. Temperatures maxed out around the lower 60s in Ephrata, and similar scenario across Moses Lake, with the average being right around 64. Here's a quick look at the conditions right outside your door. Gray skies and the wind out of the south-southeast. Temperatures around the 60-degree mark. Mostly cloudy skies inland northwest with some scattered showers along the Idaho Panhandle. Bulk of this storm system impacting western portions of our state and Oregon, and even some areas along northern California. Now we will be seeing this storm system track through the immediate area as we head into this Wednesday late in the day and overnight hours. We could be seeing that brief break as we head into Thursday afternoon. As you can see, mostly cloudy skies expected to continue, but overall even some peaks of sunshine expected along inland northwest before that next storm approaches the immediate area, bringing heavy rains across the entire region. Here's a quick look at what we can expect for this Wednesday afternoon across the area, with gray skies and the potential for showers to the northwest. Seattle looking at upper 60s with gray skies. Tri-Cities area mostly cloudy, and across Yakima, similar scenario. Ponderay to Spokane with these readings in the mid to upper 50s. Closer look across the basin. We're expecting similar conditions with partly to mostly cloudy skies. That's slight chance for showers across the entire area, and those temperatures hanging in there right around where we should be for this time of the year. Showers for this Wednesday into Thursday. Brief break late in the day Thursday, and once again revamping for Friday. But then again for the weekend, conditions looking pretty or mighty fine with mild temperatures right around the lower 70s under mostly sunny skies. This segment brought to you by your Bud Clary Toyota dealer, Toyota. Let's go places. Good to be with you, everybody. We'll be right back with sports.
What does it take to be the most fuel-efficient full-line automotive manufacturer? Fuel-efficient vehicles, of course. And at Toyota, we've got them. From Camry and Camry Hybrid to Corolla, the best-selling car in the world, all the way to our Prius family, delivering up to 53 mpg. The great news is right now you could take advantage of financing as low as 0% or cash back savings of up to $1,000, all while enjoying excellent fuel economy. For full details, see any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Daryl Pheasant. I've been your treasurer for 28 years. I take my oath seriously, following the laws consistently and fairly. This complex job depends on experience. Experience to run a $200 million public investment pool. Experience working with state agencies, banks, attorneys, title companies. Experience to know the law and be able to explain it. With reduced staffing, we need a working treasurer. Let me continue working hard for you. Public service, experience, leadership that is unmatched. Vote Daryl Pheasant for County Treasurer.
Jake Nelson tossed 3 TD passes to lead Central Washington to a 61-34 road win in South Dakota Saturday. Nelson completed 21 of 29 throws for 310 yards on the afternoon. He also ran for a score in the lopsided contest. The Wildcats trailed the Mines 14-10 after the first quarter. The team then exploded for 51 points over the next 3 to cruise to the win. Jordan Todd led the ground attack for the Wildcats with 77 yards on 16 carries and 3 rushing touchdowns. The win moves Central to 2-1 in the Great Northwest Athletic Conference standings and 3-3 overall. The Wildcats are back at it Saturday in Ellensburg. Central will be looking to avenge an early season 36-34 road loss to Western Oregon at Tomlinson Stadium. The game is scheduled for a 1 p.m. kickoff. Mario Brown and Jalen Moore combined for 267 rushing yards and 3 scores, and Eastern beat Southern Utah 42-30. The Eagles held a slim 21-17 lead at the break and then outscored the Thunderbirds 21-13 in the second half. Eastern extends its league win streak to 13 games, dating back to October 27, 2012. The victory moves the number 2 ranked Eagles to 3-0 in Big Sky Conference play and 6-1 overall. Eastern hosts Northern Colorado Saturday, but you won't be able to show up at the gate and buy a ticket because the game is sold out. The Washington Huskies traveled down to Berkeley last weekend to face the Cal Bears. The Huskies opened the scoring when linebacker Shaq Thompson took a 99-yard fumble return to the house. John Ross had 118 receiving yards, including an 86-yard touchdown, putting the Dogs up 28-0 at the half. Washington quarterback Siler Miles completed 22 of 29 passes for 273 yards and 3 touchdowns in the contest. The Huskies knocked off Cal 31-7 and moved to 5-1 overall. Thompson was named Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week for the 2nd time this season. The Dogs look for back-to-back conference wins when they travel down to Eugene to take on the Ducks. Today marks the 4,000th day since Washington last beat Oregon in football, dating back to November 1st, 2003. The Huskies still lead the all-time series against the Ducks 58-43-5. Well, let's make it 59 this weekend, Dogs. The updated high school state football girls soccer rankings have just been released. The Seattle Times poll have the 11-0 Ephrata Tigers at the number 2 spot in 2A competition. Moses Lake is officially off the 4A bubble at number 10. The Ephrata football team fell out of the top 10 after dropping Friday's game at home to number 9, Sela. Well, be sure and tune in at 7 tonight for our live coverage of the Ephrata Othello volleyball game. Sean Wells and Cody Johnson will be calling the action. We'll be right back after this.
This is Garth Dano. I'm asking for your vote for Grant County Prosecutor and have practiced law here with my family for 34 years. I care about this county and the people who live and raise their families here. I'm committed to improving our justice system in Grant County so we can all be proud of it. I will hold serious offenders accountable and will work with all our police officers to protect the public. Currently, it takes 3 to 4 years to have a civil trial heard in our courts. I am committed to working with the judges to solve this unnecessary delay. Please vote for me in the upcoming general election. I am Garth Dano and I approve this message.
I'm Jacob Taylor, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. As a certified public accountant, I hold myself to the highest level of ethical standards. As a former assistant state auditor and the current director of budget and accounting for Grant County, I have spent my entire professional career working in governmental finance. Please vote to ensure your next county auditor is certified with the experience and integrity necessary to lead Grant County forward. Vote Jacob Taylor, CPA, for Grant County Auditor.
Our spotlight story tonight is about Quincy's new animal shelter that is set to open next week. The shelter is holding a 5K walk and fun run Saturday to help buy food and supplies for the animals. Reporter Jeff Chu stopped by the new facility and has more.
So these will be...
Quincy's new animal shelter should open to the public next Wednesday. At 2,500 square feet, Quincy shelter manager Rachel Lewis said the facility upgrades services as well as doubles Quincy's shelter capacity. The new facility is equipped to house 40 dogs and 35 cats compared to 10 dogs and a dozen cats in the other facility, which was overcrowded. Cat and dog rooms are designed to increase adoptions. Lewis said she thought the cat colony and the cat condo rooms were the most exciting improvements.
Animals will have more space to be more comfortable during their stay here. It'll also mean that we'll be able to handle actually all of the animals that need to come in, instead of at times we have to do some rearranging and perhaps even send animals to other facilities because we just don't have the space for them.
The $780,000 facility also comes with a pressure washing system that can more easily wash out the dog kennel area. With the pull of a rubber bone on a chain, shelter dogs can be released to the grassy outdoor run areas around the shelter.
That's a real upgrade from what we had before. We're also very excited about the lighting, the skylights, and the ventilation system in the dog kennel area. It'll make things be much fresher.
With the larger facility capable of handling more animals comes the need for additional food and supplies. That's why the shelter, in conjunction with the City of Quincy Recreation, will host the Hound Around 5K Walk and Fun Run. The event begins at 10 a.m. Saturday at Lausier Park, 1400 13th Avenue Southwest.
Where we're inviting participants to actually bring their dogs on leash and participate in the event. With the novelty race, we have little prize stations at every kilometer, and all the prizes are geared towards the four-legged competitor. We have some tuggy toys and frisbees and bandanas, some great stuff like that.
The event, sponsored by Anytime Fitness and BarkBox, gives dog owners a chance to walk their pooches. Registration starts at 8:30 a.m. at the park, and fees are $10 without a t-shirt, $20 for adults and youths who want a t-shirt, and $35 for adults and youths who want hooded shirts. Lewis said the new shelter is in need of donations of dog and cat food, plus cat litter and other furnishings. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber1 News.
Thanks, Jeff. And we'll be right back after this.
Hello, my name is Michelle Jagerlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor. So why should you vote for me? I've lived here for 30 years, and for the past 23 years, I've worked for Grant County. I know every aspect of the job. The people at the county know and rely on me, and know I will be here when they need me. The auditor handles a great deal of money that needs to be accounted for by someone who is committed to serving the people of Grant County. My name is Michelle Jaderlin, and I'm running for Grant County Auditor.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
Welcome back. A man will serve 5 years in prison for molesting 2 girls his wife was babysitting. A jury convicted Anthony Blauert, a 26-year-old Moses Lake man, of child molestation in the first degree. Blowert has no previous convictions and faced between 4 years and 3 months and 5 years and 8 months in prison, according to state sentencing laws. Grant County Superior Court Judge John Nodell sentenced him to the middle of the range. Blowert touched 2 4-year-old girls inappropriately while his wife was babysitting them. Blowert denied touching either girl inappropriately, but a polygraph examination indicated he was trying to deceive investigators on questions related to molesting the girls. In Northwest news, state wildlife officials are investigating a farmer in connection with the shooting of an endangered gray wolf in Whitman County. Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife officers responded Sunday after received tips that a wolf had been shot southwest of Pullman. The Spokesman Review reported Tuesday that wildlife officers determined that the wolf had been shot by a farmer who pursued the animal for several miles in his vehicle after seeing it near his farm. Nate Pamplin with Fish and Wildlife says wolves are protected by state endangered species regulations. The incident occurred west of U.S. Highway 195 on the opening weekend of the state's general deer hunting season. A Spokane woman won $26,000 in a public records lawsuit against Spokane County in a property tax dispute. Patricia Strand sued the county last year, saying it failed to produce a record she sought in a public records request. A judge ruled last month the court could not condone what the judge called the somewhat chaotic and disorganized structure of the assessor's office. The Spokesman Review reports the record in question was an old website article on how to improve the chances of winning a tax appeal. The article was not handed over for 3 years, although the office provided other documents. A woman in Utah is facing DUI charges after authorities say was under the influence of prescription pills while driving a bus with 67 elementary students aboard. Christine McCarthy has the details.
I don't get scared very easy, but my heart is pounding.
A frantic chaperone on a field trip on this Davis School District bus dials 911 on the road to Provo.
What happened? She almost hit this man next to us. Okay, I am honestly shaking at this point.
39-year-old Leisha Martinez is behind the wheel just before 8 Monday morning with 67 elementary students and 7 adults on board. Her passengers and other drivers along I-15 through Salt Lake County are nervous.
Whoever's driving this thing can't maintain a lane.
Witnesses said the school bus was traveling very erratically, leaving the lane, cutting people off.
After a couple of close calls,
She's freaking us out, man.
a trooper pulls over the bus in Draper where Martinez allegedly fails a field sobriety test. Inside her purse, 4 bottles of prescribed pills.
They were like a anti-anxiety muscle relaxer type of medication.
Officers booked Martinez into Salt Lake County Jail pending a DUI charge. District spokesman Chris Williams says she's been with the district for 6 years.
I-15 is typically loaded with traffic. You've got a loaded bus. Talk about precious cargo.
All their bus drivers must pass a pre-employment Department of Transportation drug screen and then pass random drug tests typically at least once a year. Williams says the Davis community was lucky.
It could have been disastrous. We could have had a whole bunch of kids hurt. So yeah, we're lucky.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.